We are working with a solution to give more transparency via they can track our wallets, etc. But obviously, that's going to come in a few days as we are trying to figure out which is the best possible way to do that. Additionally, uh, we wanted to get on here as they have their sale opening as well tomorrow. Oh, sorry, I think is that today, right?
Today, yep,
Blue?
4 p.m. Eastern today. Yep.
All right. So today, 4 p.m. Eastern, and this is a very valuable product because this gives you guys a part of their passive income revenue stream. So we thought this partnership is very fruitful. Now I will go ahead and give the floor to Lou and Dow King for them to speak about their product, and we'll discuss it further.
Great. Thank you so much, Michael. And thank you to the Stable Fund community for allowing us to come and talk about truth seekers. Yeah, we've heard about the Stable Fund community for some time. I mean, it's really one of the best and strongest out there. So we really appreciate the chance to talk about truth seekers, and we definitely appreciate this partnership. So I'm just going to start off on what Truth Seekers is, unless if you don't know already. So Truth Seekers is going to be the first community-led security DAO. So we are a full-scale security ecosystem. We will provide top-end audits and KYCs. We'll also have a platform. And this platform is really going to be a complete one-stop shop for everyone in crypto. This platform will have all of the pertinent information that CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko would have, with one very large difference. So our platform is going to be able to track team multi-sigs and team wallets in real time. And we developed this solution because, frankly, it didn't already exist. But we created it to give the investor and the user the ability to track what's happening behind the scenes with these projects. Because a lot of times, one of the biggest problems a project will have and their community will have is people trying to go into the Telegram group and the Discord, trying to interpret what's going on behind the scenes. They think they know how to read the blockchain, but in 98% of most cases, people can't read the blockchain correctly. Of course, there are a few people who can, but what we're doing is we're interpreting the blockchain data for you, so there's no mistake here. You know exactly what's happening, and we're providing projects the ability to offer their communities and offer their investors an unprecedented level of transparency. Because if you know a lot about the DeFi space, rug pulls and bad acting happen when it happens when teams are doing things behind the scenes, and there's the setup time behind it. What this does is it takes away the guesswork. It's also an extreme value proposition for the protocol itself. That way, they're moving forward with a transparent solution, telling their community that they care about what their investors are seeing, and they're not going to promote spreading any misinformation. So that's kind of what Truth Seekers offers in a nutshell on the top end. But we're also going to have a lot of other products in this ecosystem. We will have the Seeker wallet, which will be dropping probably first quarter in 2023. And this wallet will be able to give a risk history analysis of everyone that it connects with. So, for instance, if I'm connecting with a contract that may not be proven or has some malicious code, it's going to tell you right off the bat, hey, this is a high risk contract you're about to connect to. We felt this was important because there's just so many scams happening with bad contracts, and sending your seed phrase out. We're going to be able to lock down your seed phrase too, so it'll actually be stored outside of all of the relative means right now where people are where they're being stolen. We're going to be able to store that. So that's another product that's going to be happening in the future. We're also going to have a function in the wallet that's going to warn users of being on the wrong chain and sending on the wrong chain. And we're also going to really advance on that security profile of the wallet. So the wallet is going to be really, really, really bullish in the sense that it's also a completely anonymous wallet. We're not going to be tracking any ownership ID that MetaMask might be doing right now as well. So this is really going to be a great solution for people that want to they want to be secure, but they also want to be anonymous within themselves. So Those are kind of a little overview, the top end overview of our products. But we also have some really, really awesome passive income sources too. So on our DApp, you are going to be able to stake our token Truth to receive rewards in Truth token. You will also be able to farm on our DApp. So we're going to have a Truth BUSD farm, and we're also going to have partner farms, whether it be another protocol or another pool. We're going to have various different farms on our DApp that are going to allow us to provide passive income to our investors. And we're going to provide passive income through institutional investment into nodes, farming, bot trading, mining, and various other means. So there's a lot happening. I hope I touched on everything, Dow King. I don't think I missed anything, did I? But
I think you're good. Yeah, it's a lot when you say it all, but yeah, it's a mega project. There's a lot going on.
Right. So yeah, I mean that's kind of Truth Seekers as a whole, as far as the ecosystem and what we're offering. Now, our platform is going to be dropping relatively soon. All these functions are going to be dropping in the next few weeks. It's not going to be the kind of thing where you're going to be waiting years and years for it. So I hope that helps kind of give an overview of what Truth Seekers is. We're going to be providing audits that are going to have an extreme value proposition as well. Because, if you think about audits the way they are right now, most audits right now are being run through crunchers. And what crunchers do is they take the code in one end and spit it out the other, and they come up with generic, run-of-the-mill vulnerabilities that any token really would have. What we do is we are analyzing the code with the human perspective. We're actually analyzing the code, eyes on the code, and we take into consideration how the protocol is supposed to function. We go into learning the game theory. So when you see a truth seekers audit, you're going to know that this protocol was put, through the ringer, and we really, really dissected this. So the fact that StableFund is going to be now audited, and SFUSD is going to be audited by Truth Seekers. I shouldn't say going to; it's done. Their audit is complete. That says a lot. It says a lot about what Michael is trying to provide to the community is in the form of transparency and whatnot. So, that's kind of the top end on our products. But I don't know if Dowking, you wanted to add anything from that.
No, you did a great job, man.
Cool.
All right, guys, perfect. So, what I want to say here to you guys is we partnership with Truth Seekers because obviously you guys came in our group from a lot of people from the community wanted us to get audited by you guys, which I think is a very positive thing as well, because you guys have made a name out there for yourself. And we went ahead and got audited, which have been completed, I think, as of yesterday, if I'm not wrong. They're completed, and now we will be working with them to see how we can do wallet tracking, because as you know, we'll be trading on MT4 and CFD platforms. So the funds will be going out because those methods of payments are only USD or GBP or whatever local currency we have accounts in. So we will be working with the solution with Truth Seekers in relation to that. Additionally, obviously, I didn't know this much about your product, to be honest, but what you guys are building is phenomenal. And I'd like to address that for sure. But would you like to give some numbers out on how much is your raise and what kind of passive income percentages are you guys kind of planning to offer to your people who stake the token?
Sure. Go ahead. Yeah.
Well, the raise is already done. The pre-sale's already done. So there is no raise. It's sold out. I don't know if you guys heard, but it was probably one of the fastest sellouts out there. I think we sold out an hour and 42 minutes. So that's done. What is going to happen today is the token is going to start trading at 4 p.m. Eastern time. So if you like the project, you want to go look at the white paper, do some research, see if it fits your portfolio. The reality is cryptocurrency security is going to be the next big wave. A lot of people don't have anything in their portfolios. They have layer ones, they have other types of tokens, but crypto security is now the big wave after everything that's happened with, with FTX and all these other projects that have failed, Luna and all these things. So we kind of fit for people, certain people who are long-term minded. This is not a short-term product. This is not a short-term project, guys. That's not what we're about. We're about long-term building a platform and a complete security ecosystem in DeFi. So it's very unique. We're kind of the next generation of crypto security companies that is out there. So that's kind of where we fit. The token is going to start at 60 cents today on PancakeSwap. So if you get the token in a week, you'll be able to stake the token on a platform and earn more truth. It's not going to be crazy APRs. Don't expect that. It's going to be sustainable because our token is deflationary. We have actually a deflationary token. There is a sell tax for the first 2 weeks of 15%, and then it goes to 10%, and then it goes to 5%. And those taxes are burned. They burn half the truth token, and the other half goes into our treasury, which we use to buy back and burn. So we have whole deflationary mechanism built into the token. Also, some of the revenues will be used to buy back and burn the token. And all the utility we bring out will also be used. We're trying to figure out other ways of utility, including using the truth token as a gas token on our Seeker wallet, which again will be used to burn. So everything we do is about bringing value to the token and bringing deflationary mechanisms into the ecosystem. So that's kind of how it works. If you want to get the passive revenues, you're going to have to buy one of our 2 NFTs. Only one of our NFTs is on the market right now on TofuNet. That's going to give you 10% of the passive income and 13% of the active income. And then we have a pre-sale NFT, which has not dropped, which is just going to be 30% revenue share of the passive income. And that is going to probably be dropped sometime later this week. So that kind of gives you a complete overview of what's happening.
Perfect. All right. I'd just like to chime in here because obviously I'm reading some comments in the groups going like, there's something fishy going on. Listen, guys, there's nothing fishy going on. No, we just have kind of what you guys asked us. We just exactly did that. We went to them, got audited, and obviously we've been talking. This is a relationship which obviously starts getting to build up, and then I personally am a big believer, and this is not from now, that every project should support the other project. But this project is very different because it's providing you guys additional layer of security when you're investing into any other project. And that's we are hosting this AMA. It's not a sales pitch going on. Obviously, there is an element to everything here, but main focus, as they explained first, is you guys as for any project you're holding tokens or whatever, you might be staking something or doing whatever you are, it actually allows you to keep your brain at ease in one place and see what's going on by logging into their website. And once their wallet is launched, connect it and see how you can be secured by yourself via just thinking, reaching other people in Telegram, being scammed by scammers reaching out to you, asking you for your private keys, etc., etc. So if you see the whole mechanism which Lou and Dowking just explained, that's really towards getting you guys an additional layer of security. I hope that clarifies a lot of questions which have been just going blasted on the Telegram group.
Yeah, I also just want to keep in mind that, Michael put his best foot forward to try and work with us. Okay. He was not obligated by any means to work with us. Okay. He wanted the notion of building transparency in the community. And that, I think that's something that needs to be respected because, at, at this rate, providing your wallets and providing the trading in real time is extremely that's an unprecedented level of transparency. A lot of protocols are going to be kind of hesitant of that at first, but the fact that Michael is putting his best foot forward in trying to figure out how's this solution going to work, are we going to do this, and he's open to it, which is I believe amazing and bullish for this community. And it's beyond auditing. So I just want to give credit where credit's due. You know what I mean? It's definitely a lot to be said with coming on our platform and providing this, because he's been listening to this community for a while. From what I understand and speaking with him and seeing the community, is that people are they're kind of thirsting for this transparency, and this is how we do it. So I hope that helps as far as like why stable fund, why did stable fund choose truth seekers, and why is this a good idea for this community? Because we want to. He wants to get it right, and we want to get it right for you guys. So I hope that makes sense too.
Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah.
and
Sure,
and
sure, go
one
ahead.
and one more thing, the Wallet Watcher is trustless. It's completely trustless. The data is in there. It runs by itself. It reports back to you guys. You guys don't need to trust Michael. You guys don't need to trust anyone. It is there and it gives you alerts. And I recommend once the Wallet Watcher launches in 2 weeks, everyone from Stable Fund come over and join up. That will give Stable Fund and all the projects that are verified on the Wallet Watcher a higher level of transparency. That shows those projects are willing to give you guys a higher level of transparency. It doesn't mean it's going to be a great project. It's just they are going to be more transparent than anyone else in the space. So it's completely trustless, guys. That's kind of something you have to kind of think about. Anyway, Michael, go ahead.
Correct. Yeah. So what I had a question was, Lou, as you and me have been discussing, because as of now, I just obviously, since I'm just trading my own funds, I just keep providing the update reports every month, Tuesday and Thursday, to my community about that how well we are doing on those numbers. But going forward, we want to like really provide that via a third party channel, which might be truth seekers or someone else. What I wanted to know was how can we implement that, because it's not easy for everyone to read those trades and understand how much percentage or calculate, and sometimes people don't even have that much time, right? And what I wanted to ask you was, since there's a bot season going on right now, right? Because now everyone, apparently after stable fund came out, everyone's like bots, bots, bots. How do you guys think you can provide a solution to that kind of a thing, that it can be automated and be available as a data on your website?
Well, the solution follows the wallets in real time. So what would happen is it's like Dow King just said, it's trustless. So what would happen is if the trades were being done in real time through a decentralized platform, we could see the actual trades happen as they're happening. If they're not
Mhm.
done decentralized platform, we can basically see the setup of each trade. You can see how much left and went to the exchange, how much came back into the exchange, and we can back that up with a report that basically that kind of it corroborates those, the money coming in and out. So let's say somebody is using a centralized exchange, but they're on a funding schedule where they're funding the wallets inside the exchange and pulling out. There's ways you can do it where potentially we might have a relationship with that centralized exchange, and we might be able to provide that data in real time, which would be great. So it really
Mhm.
is just us building the solution for you guys and making sure we can track that in real time. And honestly, people that use our platform have to be realistic too. You don't want to follow a bot wallet or an investment wallet and be notified of 1% changes, right? Because that's going to drive you crazy. You want to be notified of considerable changes. You don't. I mean, if you want to be notified every time something happens, you can, but we suggest that you keep it to like maybe 5 to 10%, so you're not being overly notified. So as far as coming up with like a white glove solution for stable fund, absolutely, we can 100% do that.
All right, that sounds good. That sounds promising. And also, team, I would like to notify you. Obviously, we've been again working on a Mastercard or a Visa card program. We've had some initial conversations with Ultimo, as a lot of people had referred them, and they are right now obviously seeing what can be done on their part and how can we incorporate with them. And we will know more information about that over this weekend. Additionally, we are also in midst of getting our own licensing. When I say own licensing, like for example, what Codego was, we've been able to get hands on one company out of EU itself, which has a solution available. It's a turnkey solution, so it's not going to be that we'll be going through a procedure of getting a license and it's going to take months. Now it's just a matter of getting the license transferred onto one of the companies and then take it off from there. So we're definitely working towards these solutions, and we should have something in place very soon. Additionally, the launch of SFUSD, as you all know by now, is on 10. Two of the exchanges which we have announced by now is DigiFinix and XT.com. Now, I've seen a lot of cluster about XT.com and DigiFinix not taking US people. That's not true. They're taking people. And in fact, those are kind of exchanges where you don't even need to do KYC to take up to one BDC per day, which I personally think is a good amount of money to be taken out on a day. Additionally, we have third exchange, which is Probit. It's PROBIT, and that announcement is going to be going live as well anytime now. So these are the three exchanges we'll be launching on, and an email would follow with all the relevant information, and definitely our social media are going to be updated, and the Telegram and Discord groups as well. In regards with all the refund questions and everything, we have the actual numbers now. So inclining towards, I think 70% people have voted going towards the V2, and 30% are in the refund category, which is all going to start on the 15th when staking starts, refund starts as well. So yeah, that's the update from the stable fund side of things. And now, Dow King and Lou, you want to open up for questions, or you want to say anything else before you want to open up for that?
I'm good if you are. Sure.
I'm good. All right, Health. So let's start taking people in.
Yes. I see three hands, so we go with Basil first. You were the first one, probably. All right, brother, can you unmute? Basil? I don't see him. Okay. The next one is Radiant Lightworker. Let's see who's first with
Hi.
the mic. There you go.
Hi there.
Hey, nice to meet all of you. I've also chosen to roll over to V2, so I'm excited about the new um, project with Truth Seekers. My question is the truth seeking uh, option going to be part of V2, or is that something that's optional that I have to get into once V2 rolls in?
So Truth Seeker is like a product. I mean, you have to sign up to get alerts for various products over there, which they have, and Stable Fund will be one of them. We are seeing how we can incorporate that as of now, but definitely that is in works. But I think the subscription question and stuff like that, Dow King or Lou, can you answer that?
Sure. So our platform will feature stable fund. So our platform will be there. In order to follow what's happening with the wallets and all their financial information, the security information, everything that I spoke about, you'll have to go on our platform, which when it launches will be the truth.io. Now it's not launched yet. It's looking like about another 2 weeks or so until that launch happens. But our platform will work like this. You can follow up to 2 protocols for free. Anything beyond 2 protocols is going to be about $10 a month. For $10 a month, you can follow as many protocols as you want, and you could also follow any personal wallets you want. You're going to be able to enter in wallets that you want to watch. So maybe there's a hotshot trader like Michael, for instance, that you want to see you want to see how great these trades are he's doing. You can follow those wallets in real time. So those are just some of the products that we have. But another really bullish part of our platform is the fact that you're going to be able to pay in truth tokens and get a discount. So maybe we'll give a 20 or 25% discount to the subscription if you pay in truth token. And what we'll do is we'll then burn that token, which would make it hyper deflationary, because remember, there's only 11.2 million truth token. So we'll be burning that as those subscriptions come in. So that's kind of how you would get started on the platform, if that makes sense.
Okay, so basically I have to, put in my wallet, for instance, or, and like say stable fund through Truth.io, and then I'll be able to see things done in real time, right? You mentioned that some of the things that you guys monitor also includes the trading. Is that true, or am I mishearing it?
Yeah, you're gonna have to put in like, for example, what kind of, like, if you want to see something trade like in a 5%, like if you see something like move like big trades, like you're not gonna want to see every single trade of a project because it's going to be like too many alerts. You're going to want
Sure.
to say if I see like, and that's what's different about it is you can put a threshold. If I see something suspicious over 5% or 10%, but if you just want to go there and look at it, sure. But if you want to get alerts, I would say that the alerts are going to work best if you put like a bigger threshold. And then you see, for example, perfect example I give to everyone is, when crypto.com sent $400 million of ETH out of their system by accident, well, that would
Yeah.
have triggered an alert. And then you could have decided at that point, wait a minute, do I want to short their Crow token? Do I want to take my money out of crypto.com? So we provide that additional security, kind of transparency for you guys.
Ah, I see. Okay. And what are your besides the other services that you've said already? What other services do you plan to implement in the future, just so I can keep up?
Yeah,
Keep
yeah,
it.
we're gonna have a wallet
Mm-hmm.
like MetaMask, but MetaMask has started to track people, so our wallet will not be tracking you. It'll also gonna give you security alerts if you interact or you're about to send someone some money or you interact with a contract. It'll tell you what the risks are. Is it a high risk, low risk, medium risk? Is it a known scammer? This is information. Like everything we provide is basically to make things more transparent, on for crypto users and to give people a higher level of transparency. That is what we're trying to do. And we're trying to
Yeah,
bring all this stuff to people so that they don't have to think about it. You don't have to go look and see, hey, oh, did this contract ever do a rug or is it safe or what it is? Now you know there's a high risk degree or a low risk degree or no risk. So that's kind of how we're going to be operating.
that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's all my questions for now. I appreciate your guys' time.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, next
Awesome,
tell.
awesome. Next one, Kay Schubert, I have on the list, on the top at least. Hey, Kay, can you unmute yourself?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, the question that I have is when we, and I probably just missed this, but when we go to withdraw after we're in V2, is that going to be in the stable fund coin or is it still going to be a Matic?
It's going to be stable fund coin. Everything is going to be SFUSD from now onwards. It's not going to be Matic, BNB, or BUSD. It's going to be in SFUSD.
Okay, well, I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I think I muted someone from the team here. But let's see. Mike Smash is next on the list. Dow, can you raise your hand so I can unmute yourself again?
Hey
Okay.
guys, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes.
Awesome. Good to learn a little bit more about the project, and always good to have transparency in the space. The last person asked about the trading, and I know in the past you mentioned that crypto is highly volatile, so you would be trading on the MT4 platform for
Correct.
Forex. So I'm
Hmm.
guessing that if we're putting SFUSD in, what pairs will you be trading outside of the platform so that it'll be tracked? Because if
So
it's
it'll
not
be
crypto, there is no blockchain.
correct. You're very right there. And that's what we have to come up with a solution because there will be a wallet which will be taking out funds. And that particular wallet is going to be injecting funds in as well. So we have to convert fund to US dollars and then send it to the platforms where we are working CFD and MT4. And that's the same way the profits are going to come back on a weekly basis via that platform. And it's going to be converted into, say, SFUSD and be sent back towards the same contract. So that's how it's going to work. But in terms of transparency of the trades, as I've been sending the sheets in the group, I don't know if you've had a chance to have a look on that. We will be sending them regularly. And also on the dashboard, before we go live on the V2, we will have the percentages in real time showing that how much per day have we made, if it's 1%, 2%, 3%, 4%, 5%, whatever the number might be, it's going to be showed that today's results was that. But obviously that's going to be showed from Monday to Friday, and Saturday, Sunday, it's going to be just stuck because we will be trading on the weekends as these platforms are closed on the weekends.
Okay, awesome. Just curious if Dow King or anybody from Truth Seekers has a relationship similar to this, or is it more typically trading directly on the blockchain, or is this a move in a direction you're trying to take strategically, I guess, is the question I'm asking.
I mean, the only thing these guys will be able to do is, I personally think, is track the wallet, which is going to take the funds out and get the funds back in to see how much has gone out and how much is coming, so that people really know that trading is going on. And other than that, I don't know what their experience is, or if they can speak to the platform where we trade and get something from them, then it's a totally different. But I'll leave the floor to them for that.
Yeah, so we're working on establishing these relationships with these centralized exchanges. We already have a relationship with many of them. So as most of these exchanges are moving to proof of reserve, we're going to have a specialized product that's going to be able to act as a proof of reserve verification in real time. So all these exchanges are coming forward and saying, "Hey, this is what we have. This is what we have." But they need third party verification. So as our solution grows and our company grows, we're going to be providing that in a more of a business to business type framework. So that's kind of where we're at with centralized exchanges. Now, obviously, the smaller the exchange is, the more the less bureaucracy we have to get through. So if we can get a relationship with a smaller exchange, we can add that. Sure, yeah, that's not an issue. But as far as immediate for stable fund, yeah, we can do that right away. But the centralized exchanges is something that we're going to have to kind of build our relationship on, because a lot of times they're very a little bit reclusive to the outside world, obviously. So we do have a team that's going to be 100% dedicated to advancing that relationships. Could you guys let Dow King in? I think he fell off. Thanks.
No, I have already Dow King here, but he has muted himself, so that is good, actually, because there was an echo. So Dow King has the microphone. He can unmute himself.
All right, let's go to the next.
I have King Mammon next, brother. If you want to unmute yourself.
I have two questions for Michael and one for Truth Seeker. So, Michael, I just want to inquire about our wallet. When will it be updated so that we can see the SFUSD icon be there?
It's going to be updated by 12th or 13th of this month. And we've already submitted, actually, we've pushed the updates to Apple and Play Store. So it's just a matter of time which they take. But we do anticipate it being done on or before 12th.
And another question about the trades is just a suggestion. Maybe the MT4 platform could be connected to my FX book. So in that way, any trades that are taking place, people can see live to make things easier for people. It's just a suggestion.
Yeah, correct. But you know, that I understand, but that what happens with that is I'm literally giving my all trades away to people. So that's like a so open source of a channel. That's why I give these sheets where you see what I've done, what my not myself, sorry, my traders have done and stuff. But that's going to be way too much of transparency. Tomorrow, then you guys won't need me, or say anyone else starts looking at that pattern, people will see that. But I have a talk with the actual platform itself to see if they can give us some kind of an API which can just show live percentages of a profit and loss going on. Otherwise, what we'll have to do is at the end of each day, I'll have to forward the sheets, which I do to you guys instead. I'll forwarding it to my dev team, which will have to manually take out the percentage and show it up on the dashboard.
It's fine. Very logical. Thank you, Michael. Just a question for Truth Seeker. Since you guys are coming up with the entire security platform and things like that, I just want to inquire, do you have a system whereby, let's say, as you guys know that on a daily basis, there's a lot of coins being released. So let's say if I were to invest in XYZ Inu, okay, and I purchase, let's say, for $50 or $100, in the event the owner wants to pull or he decides to remove any liquidity, will there be a system where it actually triggers the user who actually purchased the token, or in a way when there's suspicious activity, it will automatically sell before the owner could actually do any suspicious act?
That's actually a good question. So our platform is it's an informational platform. I mean, we can't set up a particular trigger or either a limit or market order on automatic. That's not what we are. We're not an exchange that can do that. But what I can tell you is if the protocol is listed on our platform, okay, 95% of times when rug pulls happen, there's a lot of stuff happening behind the scenes. A lot of money is moving between the teams. A lot of things is coming off exchanges, on exchanges. A lot of things are moving around that a lot of people do not see. You will essentially have that information beforehand. So it's all about making sure that the protocol is verifying their wallets with us in real time. If they add a new wallet to the multi-sig, or if they're changing multi-sigs, we're going to see all of that stuff. So as far as any type of particular decentralized function where we can order for you, no, we can't do that. I mean, obviously, we're here, we're a security company, we're not an exchange, but we would definitely give you that type of information to make that call if that helps.
Yeah, and I'd just like to add,
It
you
means that
probably
only those projects which have been audited by you guys will be listed. And any other protocols, you can't follow them to actually see what is happening behind the scenes.
That's actually not true. We can add any protocol we want. We're going to find the wallets whether they want us to or not. The thing is, they're going to be on our platform as unverified high risk. Whereas when we're working with the protocol and we have them verifying their wallets to us, they're going to be high. They're no longer going to have a high risk designation. They're going to be verified with a green light, and people will know that they've come forward and put their wallets up. So that's kind of how we're going to frame that. I don't know if Dow King wants to add anything to that.
Thank you
yeah,
so much for the
yeah.
clarification. And thank you, Michael. Have a good day and thanks, Health.
Can you guys hear me?
You're welcome, brother.
Hello?
I think Dow
Yeah,
King
we
wants
can.
to speak. He's very
Oh, that's
very
okay.
quiet.
Go ahead. It's okay.
All right, let's take the next one. Let's go to Crypto Fist.
Yes. Crypto Fists, you have the mic or not? Okay, I pressed the wrong button. Okay, there you go.
All right. Hello, everybody.
Hi there.
Hey, so just my question, Mike, and just help me with the thinking of it. I know you have your reasons. So, I know we have a situation where funds are stuck on a centralized exchange now. I've been in the game for a while, and I know that your project is only going to be as strong as your weakest link. And to me, centralized exchanges are the weak links because you just never know how they're going to be, if they're going to be bad actors or not. Will we be able to swap SFUSD within the app like we can now with Matic and BNB and all those things? It's just
Yes. In coming days, definitely that's something which we will be incorporating as well, because we understand what you're trying to say. And I would like to add something there. When I was changing those funds, I wasn't using actually an exchange. I was using a wallet called SafePal, right? And now that
okay.
wallet is a decentralized wallet, but they actually go ahead and use, I think, exchanges like Mexi and Binance themselves to swap the monies.
Got
So that's what's happened there. I mean, I've heard some comments, well, he's so stupid using centralized exchanges and stuff. No, I'm not that stupid, but if you're using a decentralized app, which is going ahead and using a centralized exchange, which we don't know, that becomes challenging.
Absolutely. Right. Once again, only as good as the weakest link, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Thank you.
Cheers. All right, next, Smart Crypto.
Yes, that's a good name. I was also looking there. But I think Telegram is really delaying stuff. So here's the mic. Smart Crypto, you can press the blue button.
Hello, hello.
Yes,
Hi
we
there.
Hear
can
me?
hear you.
Hi, how are you? Thanks,
Good.
Michael, for everything you've done and sticking through the hard times for us. We appreciate you. Thank you. I just
Okay.
have a quick question. The reset
Mhm.
button. So when you created the reset button, I see that when we were able to log back in with our 6 words, there was an option to choose again to roll over or refund. If a
Mhm.
person chose the second time to go V2, is that going to interfere with the option from the first time? Is there going to be any problem?
No, it's going to be the same thing. So for example, say if you were to choose before you've chosen to get a rollover to V2, and then you saw the reset button and you again press reset and chose V2 again, that's again you just rolling it to V2.
Okay, but if
So
the reset button was not chosen, and we just logged in and chose to roll over a second time, but the reset button was not chosen, is that going to be any
no, that's still okay.
technical?
That's still okay. Reset button was only an option for people who changed their minds, because once
Okay.
we announced SFUSD, we wanted to give people a fair chance who wants to be in, who wants to be out, because some people are going to be comfortable with the token, some people are not going to be comfortable with the token. So that's the way we projected that. But if you've done it previously, and you don't need to do anything if you
Okay,
haven't
but
changed
if
your mind.
okay, and if the person did it a second time, it's not going to interfere with the option, right?
No, it won't.
It'll
It's going
register.
to remain the same. Correct.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you, Michael. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's go to Christopher.
Christoph, I have a Christoph there.
Christoph, yeah,
Use,
Christoph, sorry.
no problem. A
Can
German
you hear me?
friend here. Yes.
Yes. Hello. Nice talking to you again. Very happy to be here. Thanks for all you've been doing so far, you guys. I just wanted to pick up on something light, perhaps. You, Michael, mentioned in one of your last AMAs that there's going to be some Christmas surprises for people. Has that been developed, or is that still in the making? Is it happening or not?
No,
This-
as of now, no, nothing. But I do not count saying that. I was counting on saying that we will be giving out bonuses on actually the funds which are stuck on the exchanges, because we're soon going to be sending out a letter to all our holders requesting to write to the exchange that obviously these are clean funds and they're not scam funds, etc., etc. But a part of me wanted to do that once we had a launch of SFUSD, because otherwise people would think I'm again trying to delay things, etc., etc. So first, I want to give people the money back. Then they can write to them saying okay, this is not scam money or anything like that. So that money comes back. Now, when that money comes back, our plan is to put that money towards trading as well, and from those profits, give out bonuses to people who are rolled over to V2.
Okay, to those people who roll over to the V2,
Correct.
and then it's not something that you're going to probably do over the next year or something like that. It's
No,
just
it's
it's
going to
going
be
to.
instantly, because if say I get the funds back, it depends when I get the funds back. As if I say to
Okay.
get funds back in January, we start trading on that, and whatever percentages we make out of that on trading, we're going to be distributing them as additional bonuses to people who've stayed in V2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cheers. Thank you very much.
No worries. Thanks.
Thank you.
Also,
So let's take a couple of more people, because
all
obviously
right,
I have a
old
tight
man on
schedule, and
the,
I'm sure
yeah,
Lau,
I
Lu,
have,
and Dowking are busy as well.
yes, I have Old Man Mountain, always good to have on the call.
Yes, his questions
And
are
then
good.
Hey,
Christopher
Mike.
will be next.
So as far as the FSUSD, I get this can be on the Polygon network, and you're trying to brand it as a one of the like preferred stable coins, right, on that blockchain. Do you have
Correct.
plans to work with? I'm not sure how these blockchains work, but do you have plans to work with the Polygon team to kind of, because right now, right, I think they promote more like the Circle token on their as stablecoin. So I'm assuming you're going to be competing with them, or have be in line with them. So are you in the roadmap to plan on trying to collaborate with that group and try to promote your
Definitely.
token?
So definitely, but obviously, as you know, you need to become of importance to them for them to have a look at you, right? So once we start our trading, they'll see the volumes, etc., on us, and that's when we want to approach them, so we not get denied by them. Additionally, what we want to do is we will be talking to a lot of other projects as well. For example, say other bot projects or staking platforms, or whoever do not have their own token, then obviously are still providing passive income to kind of start using SFUSD. But again, all that comes in a second stage when first people see that SFUSD is there, it's not got depegged, it's not got devalued, it's sticking to a dollar price. So I think once we've crossed that 1 month mark, we will start working towards the partnerships with other people and platforms.
Okay, perfect. All right, that's all. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Crypto Phil.
All right, let's
will be
take
next.
to Phil. Mm-hmm.
Hey
Then
guys, hi.
Marky.
Hi Michael, hi Louis, hi Hale. Questions. No, first of all, congratulations for your partnership. I'm not sure if the people can realize how big of partnership is this one, because let me just say something for the truth seeker, as I know of, because I did a video many months ago. I know Truth Seeker is the new hot things on the street for the last good few weeks, and they're going to compete and they're going to smash Certic and Paladin very soon. And I wish them all the best. Now, Lou, a question for you, buddy. I have pre-sale NFT and also the private sale. Can you please explain it? Because I know a lot of people have invested just like me. Can you please explain? You mentioned something for if we sacrifice both NFT, what are we going to get? That's first question. Second question is how many partnership you have at the moment. That's for you. And the next question is for Mike. For Michael, hey buddy, can you please give me any more info if you can for Ultimo relationship for the debit card? I know they have some NFT over there. Do we need to have that NFT, something like that, or is nothing related with that sort of things? Thank you, and again, congratulations.
Thanks, Phil. We love your video too, by the way. Thank you for covering us. You've been with us since the beginning, and we appreciate it. So the two private sales were obviously the seed round that happened almost 10 weeks ago, and then there was the pre-sale that just happened. If you entered each one of those sales, you would receive a seed round NFT and a pre-sale NFT. The seed round NFT was already airdropped and is available on Tofu NFT to purchase right now at any time. The pre-sale NFT is also going to be on the secondary market too. So if you missed the two sales, it's okay. You can still get both NFTs on the secondary market, okay? So don't think you can't get them. So what you would want to do is if you want to receive a Truth Society Golden NFT, so if you get the Truth Society Golden NFT, you will burn the previous two. You'll burn the seed round and you'll burn the pre-sale NFT. Then you will then be given the highest NFT you can get, which is Truth Society. The Truth Society NFT will have all of the passive and active income sources of both NFTs, but it will also have some added benefits. One of that being it will have 50% more 50% more emissions on our single stake platform. So we're going to be releasing our single stake next week, and you will receive 50% higher emissions because you have a Truth Society NFT. You will also be giving a higher affiliate commissions. So for instance, if you have a relationship with Protocol and you want to bring them the Truth Seekers, you will receive full commission on anything that they purchase, and you will receive a higher commission because you're a Truth Society member. And you will also be privy to a specialized private DAO group in our community that will have received private AMAs from big projects and will also get the governance and voting the possibilities basically. So like if we bring a project in and we want to run security on a specific project, we can run it through the DAO group. If everyone agrees, we're on the same page. It's just basically extra governance that the rest of the community won't have. So those are the three main benefits of having the Truth Society NFT. More will be added in time. So for instance, as we advance on our platform, we're going to keep rolling out added benefits for Truth Society members. But those are the immediate benefits when staking becomes live, if that makes sense. And when the Truth Society NFT mint happens. Now, when that mint happens, it's going to be timed. You're not going to be able to just mint anytime you want. We're going to open up the Truth Society, and you will have to move relatively quick. Burn the two NFTs and get your credit for your Truth Society NFT. So it's extremely limited, and we want it that way because we want this to be a really special thing. So I hope that helps. And I think your next question was about partnerships. I can't spill the beans, Phil. Like I mean, there's obviously protocols coming on, but I can't really. We're still feeling solutions. You know what I mean? It takes sometimes you have to really qualify a client, make sure that you're creating value, right? I mean, like that's why we went with Stable Fund because we knew that we could create a lot of value with this community and this protocol. So that's why we did it. So I can't unfortunately spill the beans on that yet, but I promise you that a lot is coming. Okay, so hope that helps.
Perfect. All right. So Phil starts with the ultimo question for myself. So we've just had a very initial conversation with them. We both are still trying to figure out if this is a partnership which should be fruitful for both the platforms. And I will be speaking to them again end of this week, and then maybe I'll have more information to give out next week. Because if it's not a right fit for, because they're not just a card provider, they're like a bank account provider. They're providing you a bank account, offshore bank account, and we are looking for a card provider. But definitely I see that's a big thing which they're providing for that kind of money which they're charging. It's absolutely very reasonable, but again I have to see if the appetite's right for our community and how many people would support that it becomes a fruitful partnership. So we will be letting people know about this next week when we have more information.
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you.
Thanks.
All right,
Okay,
let's
so
go with
let's take
Marky.
Marky, and then
Yes.
we just shut the AMA after that. Yeah.
Yeah, very good. I mean, not very good for the close, but good close, right? Marky, come on, give
Yes.
us your energy.
Hey,
You
hi
have to
guys.
click
Thank
that.
you.
There you go.
I just want to thank you, True Seekers, for the stable fund support. Have a lovely day. That's all.
No
Perfect.
problem.
Thank you, Marky. Thank you. All
Thank
right,
you.
guys, do you want to say anything, Lou? Anything to the community?
Sure. So, just as a reminder, our sale is happening in about 3 hours and 37 minutes. We are listing on Pancake Swap. If it's okay with Michael, I would post our socials in the group so you guys cannot miss the sale. If that's okay with you, Mike, I don't know if it is. I'm kind of
Sure.
putting
If
him
you
on.
can send it to Hells, because Hells be able to do that, because I think we won't be able to post it, because Hells
Yeah.
is the one who's going to be able to do that for you. That's fine.
Great, great, great. Thank you so much, Michael. Yeah, and I'll send that to Hells, and that's the sale's happening in about 3 hours and 37 minutes, guys. So again, Pancake Swap. Thank you guys for coming on and learning a little bit about Truth Seekers. We're really pumped to deliver as much value to the stable fund community as we possibly can, and we really appreciate your time. So thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you guys for joining. All right, guys.
Thank
See
you,
you
Michael.
later. Thank you. Thank you,
Thank
Darwin.
you.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Bye,
Hells.
guys.
Signing off now.
You're
Bye.
welcome. Bye.